Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now, take a look at this. This is the official website of the Securities and Exchanges Commission, SEC. Sunshine Act notification, Commission on Securities and Exchanges, Sunshine Act gatherings, time and date Thursday, July 25, 2024 at 2. The meeting will take place in the Commission's headquarters, 100 F Street in Washington, D.C. The public will not be able to attend this meeting. The closed meeting will be attended by recording secretaries, commissioners, counsel to the commissioners, and the secretary to the commission. There may also be some staff members there who are interested in the issues. If there are any changes to the time, date, or venue of this meeting, notice of the changes will be published on the commission's website, along with the updated information. The commission's general counsel or her designee certifies that, in her view, one or more of the exemptions outlined allow for the scheduled topics to be considered during the closed meeting. The following subjects will be covered in the closed meeting: initiation and resolution of administrative processes, litigation claim resolution, and additional items pertaining to exams and enforcement proceedings. Occasionally, the Commission's priorities shift, necessitating revisions to the agenda items scheduled for meetings. These items may include matters pertaining to adjudication, examination, litigation, or regulation. And this is what the SEC have to say. So now, what did you think about this? Please take a little of your time and drop it in the comments section of the video, and let's talk about it. The unexpected decision made by the SEC to cancel a meeting that was scheduled to take place behind closed doors caused a decline in the price of Ripple's XRP. It was anticipated that the conference, which was canceled, would be used to discuss important regulatory concerns and could potentially result in a settlement. The forecast for the price of XRP continues to be favorable, notwithstanding the setback. As a result of the unexpected decision made by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission to cancel a scheduled meeting with Ripple that was supposed to take place behind closed doors, the price of XRP has completely lost all of the gains it made on Wednesday. The cryptocurrency community had been eagerly anticipating this meeting, which was slated to take place on July 18th, as it was thought to be a potential turning point in the ongoing legal dispute between the two corporations. It is anticipated that the resolution of the lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC will have a significant impact on the regulatory framework that will govern future investments in digital assets. This is a case that bears great relevance for the whole cryptocurrency industry. A sudden cancellation by the SEC causes the price of Ripples to plummet. After a remarkable increase on Wednesday, the price of XRP has completely lost all of its gains as a result of the abrupt decision made by the SEC to cancel the much anticipated meeting with Ripple that was scheduled to take place behind closed doors. It was anticipated that this conference, which has been taking place on a consistent basis ever since the beginning of the case, would be a crucial turning point in the ongoing legal processes. Mark Fagel, a former attorney for the Securities and Exchange Commission, has brought attention to the periodicity of these sessions by claiming that Ripple and the SEC had held about 150 of these nearly weekly meetings since the case started, due to the fact that the reasons behind the decision of the regulator to cancel the meeting are still unknown. The community is left to speculate on the implications that this decision may have for the case. The notice issued by the Securities and Exchange Commission under the Sunshine Act had included a list of important regulatory issues that were supposed to be discussed. These issues included the resolution of administrative proceedings, injunctive actions, and the possibility of resolving litigation claims for clarity in the Ripple case. It was initially planned that high-ranking SEC commissioners and officials from Ripple would be present at the meeting. This was in response to the regulator's assertions that the XRP token ought to be classified as a security. It is also important to note that Donald Trump's backing for this growing asset class has helped to strengthen the positive view, despite the fact that the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is the key agent. As suspicions from participants with a significant emphasis on the Ripple C case continue to heat up this situation concerning a settlement, analysts have expressed pessimism, particularly in light of the fact that XRP has been successful in many cases against the SEC. Mark Fagel, a former attorney for the Securities and Exchange Commission, made the following statement in response to a question about the likelihood of a settlement in the case between Ripple and the They've had about 150 of these nearly weekly meetings since the case was filed, and crypto Twitter was convinced that a settlement was being discussed at every one of those meetings, but this is the one. As the story began to make headlines, a considerable number of people anticipated that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse would make some statements regarding the settlement agreement. Despite the fact that Garlinghouse was cautious about topics pertaining to the settlement, he voiced hope about a resolution, noting a previous court verdict that benefited Ripple. This position is contrary to the majority of people. XRP sales to individual investors on exchanges were declared to not represent investment contracts, which was a finding that questioned the jurisdiction of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). Ripple Labs has showed astute economic acumen by donating $1 million to a super political action committee. This generosity comes as part of the company's efforts to create an atmosphere that is beneficial to cryptocurrency. The anti-cryptocurrency Senator Elizabeth Warren is going to be unseatable thanks to this committee, which is supporting the pro-crypto candidate John Denton. The purpose of Ripple is to promote similar interoperability between various payment networks. And he emphasized this by drawing a comparison to the development of email protocols, which connected separate platforms. Will the lawsuit about XRP resolve? Garlinghouse also discussed the protracted legal struggle that Ripple engaged in with the SEC regarding the status of XRP. This battle resulted in significant legal fees, but in the end, the CC issued a finding that was beneficial to Ripple. I have always kind of looked at it as a currency, and we involved ourselves in a court battle that lasted for 3.5 years and concluded in the summer of last year. He made the observation that we won on the kind of core issue that XRP is not in and of itself a security, but the legal fees associated with this victory were enormous. The revelation was made by Garlinghouse, who stated, but it was 150 million of legal bills along the way. During his remarks regarding the final remedies and punishment ruling, Garlinghouse emphasized his optimism over the imminent conclusion of the lawsuit. There are a few items that I'll refer to as cliffhangers, and the judge ought to make a decision on them as soon as possible. The cryptocurrency market is cooling off today after a few days of pumping. For example, the price of XRP is down 7. Most likely, the canceled SEC meeting behind closed doors was the primary cause of the decline. The SEC was rumored to be discussing a settlement with Ripple during this meeting, which was scheduled for today, primarily on Twitter. That's the reason Captain Altcoins Group initially referred to these as rumors. As of right now, XRP is trading below 6 cents, meaning that this level has moved from support to resistance. XRP is now trading at about $56. Source ape meetingsex.gov. What comes next for owners of XRP? The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and or consulting with a knowledgeable professional.